Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à ce 22e épisode de Danganronpa Trigger et Havoc. J'espère que vous allez bien. Donc, au courant du dernier épisode, on a eu le début du procès du meurtre de Chihiro, donc du deuxième chapitre de ce jeu. On a Byakuya qui force la note bien gros pour qu'on pointe du doigt à Genocide Jack. On se rend compte que c'est Toko qui est en fait Genocide Jill. Elle voue que ce n'est pas elle qui a fait le meurtre. Est-ce que vous la croyez? Est-ce que vous êtes de mon avis que ce n'est pas elle, que c'est juste un détournement de situation? Est-ce que Byakuya en cache plus que qu'est-ce qu'il démontre? C'est bien ce qu'on va découvrir au courant des épisodes. Je vous souhaite un bon visionnement. Ok, on repart. Let's go! Ok, il peut y avoir deux choses intéressantes là-dedans, c'est le statut et le stain. Oh, damn it.
Really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Ok, on va essayer ça sur le... que dit le modus operandi. Is Genocide Jack ready to kill her if he like something doesn't match up? Moi, je vous dis, c'est par rapport au power cord. C'est sûr.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Ouais, c'est ça. Objection! C'est pas vrai! Elle a juste tué avec des ciseaux.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Human garbage.
I murder with passion and conviction.
C'est toutes des gars en
I
plus.
consider myself a professional, and I have a
Alors,
very
Chihiro, c'est une fille.
particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Ouch! C'est pas cool
This
ça.
is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
Dans le dos.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Donc, there's one clear difference. Il vient de dire deux. Là, il y en a un. Il dit. The style of the blood message. Non, ça c'est la même affaire, mais la victime fatal injury, c'est pas la même chose du tout.
I got it.
On a des ciseaux au lieu d'un blunt. D'un blunt au lieu d'un ciseau.
Different.
Mhm.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Imaginez comment ça doit être dur de tuer quelqu'un avec une paire de ciseaux fermés.
Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting
La
detail.
manière qui est attachée.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Vraiment pas bien.
Comparing killing people to cooking?
Ça a l'air qu'il y a un autre jeu qui fait ça aussi. Peut-être un prochain stream.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Okay, that's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. Et qu'est-ce qui a été utilisé? C'est pas la même chose.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What's
Spooky!
your point?
Well, in all the previous genocide jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
C'est tous les ciseaux aussi.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp
C'est
scissors.
toujours les ciseaux. Toujours les
And
ciseaux.
guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Bon, ok. Fait qu'elle est capable de tout dire ça de
Like I
même.
said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac?
Big Mac?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more
Oh
difference.
wow. Chihiro, c'est une fille.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each genocide
C'était
jack
tous des hommes.
case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the genocide jack victims and Chihiro didn't find it fit in. Okay. I guess c'est quoi? I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. It's because Chihiro was a girl.
I got it!
Parce que jusqu'à là, c'était tous des hommes.
Because Chihiro was a girl?
That's it.
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
Elle a tué juste des hommes.
In
On a
all
vu les
the
photos.
genocide jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Kanarada 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, Shuji Kanoise, Takeshi Yoshida, c'est tous des noms de gars. Yoshida Naoya, Takeshi Mazumu. There was no end to it. Non, c'est ça, c'est tous des hommes.
They were all guys?
Yep.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
Can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
Oh boy.
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Mhm.
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
C'est référence à nourriture.
Too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Elle aurait tué un homme pareil. Veux pas.
Quiet, lowly
Lowly.
car! I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Surtout juste la nourriture italienne, effectivement.
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Ah ouais, ça serait fini elle-même.
Whatever
Ça a pas de
reason
sens.
I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Elle les a-tu avec
Who
elle?
would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
C'est ses ciseaux
Any
puis ça prend.
scissors?
Il a pas été à mauvaise
I
place.
don't use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the
Il,
entire world
il faut,
scissors.
il a littéralement pointé à la mauvaise place. C'est parfait. C'est sûr qu'il faut s'entendre qu'ils sont tous en rond, même s'ils peuvent pas vraiment faire le rond, mais quand même.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Ah, les kits de couture. Oh non, allez ça. Well damn.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you!
Là, il n'y a plus rien à dire, on peut plus pointer que c'est elle, là.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
Fait que là, on repart à la case 0.
No idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Il y a de quoi qui est tellement obvious comme clou qui a pas été dit. Ça se peut, ça se peut. Et vite de même, là, je vois pas. Par rapport à Genocide Jack ou par rapport à qui que ce soit d'autre?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Ouais, non, je te crois pas, toi.
That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Par rapport à Genocide Jack? Ok. Ok. Well. On va peut-être le voir au fur et à mesure qu'on va avancer. Actually, hold on, there is one person. Oh. One person who could have copied. C'est ce mot-là, là. The Genocide Jack case. Select someone. Il était au courant de tout, c'est le seul que je peux voir.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
C'est ce qu'on disait au début.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of genocide
Oh my god.
the killer so hard was
Oh my god. Je viens d'avoir une pensée. Imaginez si, en fait, le meurtre s'est vraiment passé de l'autre côté. Puis lui, il s'est juste amusé à le déguiser pour passer ça sur le dos à Genocide Jack. Imaginez comment il pourrait être tordu s'il sait déjà c'est qui, puis il va revirer le case plus tard contre la vraie personne. Puis il a juste voulu voir jusqu'où qu'on pouvait aller contre Genocide Jack. Ça serait n'importe quoi, ça serait tordu sur un méchant temps.
because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
C'est ce qu'on dit ça depuis le début.
He rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Ok, fait clairement qu'il pourrait être sa cible.
What's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Mm-hmm. And the locker rooms, they're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker rooms. Aussi, il voulait pas qu'on était dans celui. Il savait qu'il était là. Il savait qu'il était là.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
Mm-hmm.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Clairement. Il y a quelque chose à cacher, bien que.
Was Chihiro a girl? Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Comment tu peux savoir que c'est elle?
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Oui, c'est louche.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
À ce moment-là, il pouvait pas savoir que c'était Chihiro la victime. À part qu'il a vu tout le monde, à part elle, il pouvait pas le savoir.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya has just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Who will you like? Encore? Man, ça arrête plus? Next we're going to add something called a truth flashback. Okay. Okay, t'as peur. Then you'll memorize that weak spot. What? Oh non. Ah non. On peut créer des truth bullets. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ok, donc là maintenant on peut mémoriser un weak spot, donc une phrase qu'on voit en jaune, la rendre comme une chaude boulette, puis tirer sur un autre weak spot plus tard. Et ça fait en sorte que non seulement on a 3 boulettes pour la faire, qu'on peut choisir, mais ça rend toutes les phrases possibles. I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Ouais, c'est sûr, tu... Ok. Et qu'on load le gun. Moi, comment faire numéro 2. Ok, wow, il y a juste une peu de boulette. Donc c'est sûr.
Oh, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
Oh my god!
How?
Ok, je sais, c'est bon.
Presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room.
You absolutely take it.
Non.
It's a natural reaction for any guy.
Non.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for
Fait que
pointless
c'est
distractions.
un vers l'autre.
What's so strange about that?
Mais c'est ce que... Avant qu'on ait découvert le meurtre. Fait qu'il pouvait pas savoir que c'est Chihiro, vous comprenez? Ouais, la contradiction.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
Comment il peut savoir
How?
que c'est Chihiro?
Presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room.
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Je comprends plus
The
comment ça va.
victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Est-ce que j'ai vraiment d'utiliser silencer? Objection!
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Tu savais avant même de trouver c'est qui.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Qu'est-ce qu'il veut prouver à tout le monde en nous pointant de même? Ouais, what's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Parce que c'est pas lui qui l'a fait. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him. C'est ça, c'est pas lui qui l'a fait. C'est lui qui a arrangé.
You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Non, t'es pas le coupable. T'as juste arrangé la scène pour que ça ait l'air de ça. The difference between this case and the other genocide murder, the evidence that proved Byakuya is responsible, is it in there? Non, c'est pas ça. What could it be? Je suis sûr que c'est pas ça. Je suis sûr que c'est pas Byakuya. Ça va être contre lui, mais il est trop calme pour que ça soit lui. Celeste account? Non. Disappearing stain? Non. Liberate? Oh my god. Ok.
What? The difference between the cases?
Ah, il y en
Want
a
me to
beaucoup en
explain
plus.
it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I
Ouais.
use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh wow!
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden.
Oh wow! C'était direct ça, je l'avais. C'est juste qu'il y a un white noise qui m'a bloqué. Wow!
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Faudrait que je réussisse à fast forward, mais je sais pas comment.
My very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with...
Non, c'est pas ça. Ouais, whatever.
It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there
Haha,
must
j'ai
be
trouvé!
something very fishy.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Boum, c'est pas vrai, tu l'utilisais pour la lampe. Objection!
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
That's it.
What? An extension cord?
Yakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Il y a quelque chose qui me bug dans tout ça. Pourquoi que Byakuya aurait déguisé le meurtre pour le meurtre de quelqu'un d'autre si c'est pas lui qui l'a fait? Pourquoi juste jouer avec le monde ou. Je sais pas, je sais pas.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Et n'importe qui aurait pu le savoir là. Ça. N'importe qui aurait pu voir
That's
cette
really
extension
what
card
you
là.
think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Clairement, c'est
Is
pas
that
elle.
about right?
He does it. He's doing it again. Il nous pousse à chercher. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. Il nous pousse à chercher la réalité. And if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Non.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Ça veut rien dire, ça?
Calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Je suis vraiment pas sûr.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Tout a été changé de place, fait qu'elle a pas été tuée là.
I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Moi, d'après moi, il a fait ça juste pour qu'on sache c'est qui. Genocide Chill, Genocide Jack, whatever. Donc, pour nous le révéler au grand jour qu'elle était parmi nous. Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Byakuya's remark just now, there's something in there that concerned me. The scene of the crime.
I got it!
Elle a pas été tuée là, elle a été tuée de l'autre bord.
Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Yep.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about
Le
that.
stain.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Exact.
The rest of the murder scene? That
C'est
was
ça que je pense
awfully
aussi.
specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? Oh boy, il s'y attendait pas celle-là. When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto.
Oh, il est pas là, il est pas
If there's
content.
any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
J'en ai des preuves. J'en ai trouvé en masse. Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. Les posters, le tapis. I need to focus on those things that got switched. No, first I have to prove the scenes. Ouais, ok, ben je pensais que ça allait être. Right, bon. Ça faisait. Moi, dans ma tête, ça en fait partie, là, mais. Je vois pas pourquoi que pour lui ça marche pas.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Ça fit pas là-dedans.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Ça a tellement pas rapport.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Alors ça aurait dû être les filles qui auraient dû
That
avoir ça.
doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Pas juste les posters.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Le stain.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Yep.
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
C'était impossible d'enlever ça. Là. No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away, c'est que le tapis a été déplacé de place. It was moved. Yep. Il a été déplacé dans le locker room des gars.
I got it!
That's it.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
Donc logiquement, ça prouve exactement que les deux ont été changés de place parce qu'on sait que Sakura ne peut pas rentrer dans le boys locker room puisque c'est une femme, logiquement. Puis si elle utilise son e-handbook pour rentrer dans le boys, ben elle va se faire gunner par le machine gun en arrière d'elle qui était suspendu au plafond.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Yep.
But why would anyone do that?
Changer les
To
crime
move the
scene.
murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
Mais si elle a été tuée, je viens de dire, elle a été tuée dans le boys locker room, ça veut dire que c'est pas une fille, Chihiro?
What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
C'était le secret Chihiro. C'est ça le secret Chihiro qu'elle ne voulait pas qu'il soit révélé.
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room,
C'est ça je dis.
then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
C'est clair que c'est parce que c'est pas une femme.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Elle a raison.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Elle a raison. Elle a 100% raison.
Did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Je pense vraiment qu'elle a utilisé une
I
des...
highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Je suis pas sûr. C'est vrai que j'avais pas pensé à ça. Easy Ride, could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? C'est vrai qu'elle aurait pu utiliser les handbooks qui étaient dans l'entrée. J'ai pas pensé à celle-là. J'étais beaucoup trop loin dans mon raisonnement. Broken handbook, that's it.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Non.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
Ok, c'est la seule chose qu'on a eu pour
No, I
l'instant.
don't think that's it. she used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
C'est pas vrai! C'est pas le handbook de Leon.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I'm struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Non, il y a une régulation pour dire que tu peux pas le passer à quelqu'un d'autre. C'est ça.
It says nothing about borrowing one.
That's it.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said.
Je pense pas que c'est
She
hackable.
used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring!
Non, c'est ça.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
Non.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Non. Kyoko nous a dit...
I vote for Byakuya!
Kyoko nous a dit de regarder le corps comme du monde. C'était une indication que j'ai pas oubliée depuis la dernière fois. C'est clair qu'il y a quelque chose qu'on n'a pas vu. Is that it then? Non, je ne crois pas que c'est lui. Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? J'y crois pas du tout, but still, I don't know what else I can do. Ouais, c'est sûr qu'il y a quelque chose. Ah, enfin, Kyoko.
I
Merci.
agree with you though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Ah ouais? Comment?
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Elle peut pas suivre quelqu'un, il faut
Well,
qu'il
to
scanne.
explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
What?
Wait! Just what do you think you're doing?
Ouais, c'est ça, c'est pas logique ça. Comme si elle allait nous laisser partir.
This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Ok, qu'est-ce que tu veux nous montrer, Kyoko?
For real?
Je m'attendais pas à ça.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off, with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was la scène du meurtre? That's it.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's
C'est
body
ça.
one more time.
C'est ça qu'elle nous avait dit de faire. You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Elle nous avait dit ça aussi la dernière fois. Puis notre bonhomme a juste pas voulu, voulu le faire ou whatever.
Like using
Bon,
our hands?
ça y est.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Ah, je pense que t'es la mieux placée pour le faire.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Oh, come on.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Tout à fait d'accord.
So just leave this to me.
Je pense que c'est une personne à qui on peut avoir confiance en plus, Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Avec un mort, tu sais, c'est dégueulasse.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting our hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Elle focus vraiment, hein, sur tout.
Her entire body.
Ouais, c'est ça.
I know you say that, but what? This is. What is this?
C'est un homme. Oh man, elle est fâchée.
Not possible. It's not
Bye,
possible.
Unlock. Bonne soirée à toi. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form, her massive frame trembled. Passe une bonne soirée. Puis une bonne fin de semaine à Québec. Merci d'être venu.
This girl is
what?
a boy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Bye bye.
And it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Yep, that's like that.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, now I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
J'imagine que si elle avait juste dit, ça aurait pas marché.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Tout se retourne contre Byakuya. Malgré ce qui s'est passé, il a quand même déguisé la scène de meurtre. Il avait pas l'air de savoir par contre quelles pièces avaient été changées. Donc peut-être qu'à ce moment-là, ce n'est pas lui le meurtrier. On va le savoir au courant des prochains épisodes. Mais encore là, Chihiro gardait un gros secret pour lui. Le fait qu'en fait c'était un homme puis qu'il s'habillait tout en femme. Ça n'a pas dû être évident à garder. Mais malheureusement pour lui, c'est peut-être ce qui a couru à sa perte ou quoi que ce soit. On va le voir au courant des prochains épisodes. Sur ce, si vous voulez voir l'action en live sur Twitch, vous allez avoir le lien juste ici. Sinon, vous pouvez toujours le retrouver dans la description de cette vidéo. Prenez soin de vous, guys. Et à la prochaine. Bye bye.